Join me as I dive into the crazy story of a British Airways A380 that was forced to abort landing. Let's find out what went wrong. This incident is significant for aviation safety and travel enthusiasts for a reason. It's a rare occurrence that gets our attention and reminds us of the importance of safety protocols in the air. The challenges that led to this A380 needing to abort its landing were quite severe. On that day, the pilots were faced with adverse weather conditions, including strong winds and heavy rain. The aircraft was on approach to the airport, but the weather was getting worse by the minute. On top of the weather conditions, the pilots had to contend with technical issues. The aircraft's navigation systems were affected, making it difficult for the pilots to get an accurate reading of their altitude and distance from the runway. This added an extra layer of complexity to an already tense situation. The air traffic control team was doing their best to guide the pilots to safety, but the situation was becoming increasingly precarious. The pilots had to make a decision quickly, and that decision would ultimately affect the safety of everyone on board. As the aircraft descended further, the pilots knew they had to act fast. They were getting close to the decision altitude, and if they didn't make a choice soon, it would be too late. In the next section, we'll explore the details of the incident, including the flight path, the passengers' reactions, and the crew's response to the situation. The flight path of the A380 that day was a complex one. The pilots had to navigate through the bad weather, trying to find a safe route to the runway. The passengers, on the other hand, were bracing themselves for impact, unaware of the technical issues that the pilots were facing. As the aircraft descended, the passengers could feel the tension in the air. Some were praying, while others were trying to comfort their loved ones. The cabin crew were doing their best to keep everyone calm, but it was clear that this was a serious situation. The crew's response to the situation was textbook perfect. They followed every safety protocol to the letter, making sure that the passengers were safe and secure. It was a testament to their training and experience, and it would ultimately prove to be the difference between a safe outcome and a disaster. The moment of truth came when the A380 made the decision to abort its landing. The pilots made a split-second decision to pull up and go around, giving themselves more time to figure out what to do next. The aircraft's performance during this time was incredible. It climbed rapidly, giving the pilots the space they needed to make a new plan. The engines roared to life, and the aircraft leveled out, ready for the next stage of the flight. In the cockpit, the pilots were working together seamlessly, their training and experience coming to the fore. They were focused on getting the aircraft and its passengers to safety, no matter what it took. The decision to abort the landing was not taken lightly. The pilots knew that it would mean a prolonged flight, but they also knew that it was the safest option. In the end, the A380 made it to its destination safely, albeit a little later than planned. The incident was a sobering reminder of the importance of safety protocols in the air, and the incredible skill of airline pilots in emergency situations. That's it for today's video. If you have any thoughts about flight safety, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to watch more videos about similar aviation stories, be sure to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.